A 10-year-old girl was kidnapped by a 27-year-old man that she met on Roblox.
I am so glad that story ended in a good note. Because the girl was found safe and she was brought back to her family. But what a crazy story. I don't know if you remember with this whole TikTok stuff going on. I got attacked for supporting TikTok and things like that and yada, yada, yada. Because people would be like, oh, the safety of our kids, the data, yada, yada, yada. Again, valid arguments depending on who you are. But I know people personally that will argue to me like, oh, it's not safe. You shouldn't have that, yada, yada, yada. And my response to a bunch of them is, you're allowing your kids to play on an iPad all day and play Roblox, Minecraft, or Fortnite, right? And you have no idea what they're doing on there. And of course, I would be considered like an a-hole or just be biased because technically we're TikTokers. But they would argue with me about the safety of their children. They would never let their kids anywhere near TikTok or have it on their phone because they could get your children or whatever. I just don't understand how you do not check everything else, even the American owned apps. Just know that when you're letting your kids play video games, Roblox, Minecraft, or whatever, they have access to everyone in the world, meaning even people who live in your area. So when they're having these conversations with them, they might be meeting somebody you don't know in your own neighborhood. And yet you just like allow them to play on the iPad all day. And I'm not perfect. Isaiah Jojo has an iPad. I had this situation come up before, but I always made sure that I would check up, and I know Shelly checks up on their stuff. But again, if you're gonna make an argument, make sure like you're arguing for the right things and not just talking because it's popular.